Hello and welcome to Benton County Health Department. My name is Beverly Rhodes and I am the Health Programs Representative here at the Health Department. Part of my responsibility is to help educate the public on the programs and services available through the Health Department. We're going to be doing a series of podcasts throughout the year focusing on the different services available through the Health Department. As you know, Benton County Health Department is a tax-based health department, and we encourage Benton County residents to use the services offered. Today's podcast is going to talk about just an overview of the Health Department, and we're going to just outline the structure and the purposes and highlight some of the programs and departments that are available. Future podcasts will include a little more in-depth about some of the Health Department areas and some of the programs and things that we offer. And so stay tuned for that. We'll be publishing those probably on a monthly basis, but they'll be on our website, and we'll have some information in the future for you to be able to find those. But right now, let's get started and talk a little bit more about the Health Department. Let's start with talking about the structure of the Health Department. The Health Department is composed of three distinct areas: public health, home health and in-home services, and hospice. Each area has an administrator. You'll be meeting the administrators as we move through the podcast and as we start the different areas. But the administrative team consists of Linda Vebrock, who is our general or overall administrator at the Health Department. Linda has been with the Health Department for over 30 years and is a lifelong resident of Benton County. Next, you'll meet Tammy Lawler. Tammy manages the day-to-day operations and activities in the public health part of the Health Department. Then we have Gloria Smith, who manages the day-to-day activities in our home health and in-home services section. And finally, you'll meet Debbie Joy, who manages the day-to-day activities in our hospice section. In addition to the administrative team, we have a 5-member board of trustees that provides oversight and guidance for the Health Department, and we rely on an advisory committee to help us stay abreast of community concerns and issues. All medical services provided are done so under the supervision of our medical director, Dr. Jack Bells. And so that presents the structure of the Health Department.
Hi, I'm Linda Vebrock, Administrator of the Benton County Health Department, and I'd like for you to join us in our podcast. The mission of the Health Department is to assure that people have access to health care in Benton County. We do that through wellness, case management. We have home health services, in-home services, hospice, communicable disease, environmental, and immunizable diseases we will protect you from. So if you have any questions, please give us a call. Thanks.
While the Health Department is supported in part by tax dollars, revenues are received from other sources as follows. We do receive some portion of the property taxes in Benton County. We also receive funds, state and federal funds, for several programs, such as our WIC program and our maternal child health program, our immunizations, and things like that. We get reimbursements as well. We receive reimbursements from services from Medicare, Medicaid, and from private insurance companies. We also receive funds raised in some fundraising activities and in donations. The Health Department employees sponsor and participate in a number of fundraising efforts to raise funds that assist with needed equipment and expenses, sometimes not covered by other resources. An example of employee-sponsored fundraising events include the Benton County Classic Car Show, which is usually in May every year. The proceeds of that car show go to help support the Benton County Cancer Fund. We also put on a hospice music show in October, and the proceeds of that go to support hospice patients who may have need of equipment or expenses that they aren't covered by other sources. Employees volunteer their time and money for different projects in the community as well, such as the Benton County Cancer Fund, the Benton County Food Pantry, Christmas for Kids, and the Salvation Army. And so as you can see, the funds come from a variety of sources, and our employees help participate in that as well.
Hi, my name is Tammy Lawler, and I'm the Administrator for Public Health, where our duties are to help protect the county from environmental issues, communicable disease, and the safety. So if you have any questions, just give us a call. Thanks.
Let's talk a little bit about the services available in the public health section of the health department. The services available in public health include blood pressure and diabetes screening, Monday through Friday, 8:30 to noon and 1 to 4:30. Communicable disease screening, which includes sexually transmitted diseases, tuberculosis, and AIDS. We also provide for a variety of immunizations throughout the year, pneumonia shots and flu shots during flu season, usually beginning in October, pending availability of vaccine. Pneumonia shots are available during the flu season for adults with a physician's order. Children may receive pneumonia shots anytime throughout the year based upon their physician's recommendations. We offer a WIC program that provides supplemental nutrition foods and nutrition counseling for eligible pregnant and nursing women, infants, and children to age 5. Clinics are held on a regular basis in Warsaw. Clinic is available in Cold Camp on the first Tuesday of each month. Appointments are necessary. We offer health education for groups and clubs on many different health topics. We provide a weekly radio show, and there are numerous articles in the newspaper. We also offer disease surveillance, monitoring on health issues and trends in order to be better prepared to provide future services. We contract with the Warsaw R9 schools to provide school nurses to monitor day-to-day health matters such as BMI screening, wellness screening, life screening, vision, hearing, etc. for all 4 schools in Warsaw: Ruth Mercer, North, South, and the high school middle schools. A variety of environmental concerns are available. Lead screening for children ages 12 to 24 months or a baseline level. Water testing is also available for a nominal fee. Sewage system permits, licensed daycare inspections, and food and lodging inspections. We are a county registrar, which means we can issue Missouri birth and death certificates for a nominal cost, and you can sign up to become a voter here. We have voter registration available. Benton County Health Department partners with the county and state emergency manager, family services, the ambulance services, and the state of Missouri in the event of a county or statewide emergency situation. Benton County Health Department has an emergency plan. In the event of a medical emergency, we will take the lead. We will assist other agencies in the event of any non-medical emergencies. So as you can see, we offer a variety of services through the public health section of the health department. If you have any questions about these services, please call at 660-438-2876.
Hello, I'm Gloria Smith, Administrator for Home Health and In-Home Services. Home Health provides services for those who have a change in medical condition or have just recently been in the hospital or a skilled nursing facility.
Home health allows people with restricted mobility to receive needed care at home. You may be eligible for home health services if your physician certifies that you are homebound. For instance, if you are confined to home except for infrequent or short absences or trips for medical care, and if you require one or more of the following services: physical therapy, speech therapy, or skilled nursing care. Regulations are constantly changing in this area, and many of these services ultimately affect patient care. If you have questions about home health services or in-home services, please call the health department at 660-438-2876, and you will be directed to the appropriate person to talk to. In-home services are provided under contract with the Missouri Department of Senior Services. Senior Services makes direct referrals to Benton County Health Department for clients that meet their criteria. Services are available for personal care, which is medically oriented maintenance services to assist with the activities of daily living. Homemaker services, general household activities provided by a trained homemaker when the client is unable to manage the home and care for him or herself. And respite care services are maintenance and supervisory services provided to a client in the individual's residence to provide temporary relief to the usual caregiver. If you have questions about in-home services, don't hesitate to call the health department at 660-438-2876.
Hi, my name is Debbie Joy. I'm the administrator of Benton County Hospice. We care for people who have a life-limiting illness of 6 months or less. If you're ever interested in our service, please give us a call.
Hospice is a special kind of care for dying people and their families that treats the physical, emotional, and spiritual needs of the patient. It takes place in the patient's home or in a home-like setting. It concentrates on making patients as pain-free and comfortable as possible so they can make the most of the time that remains to them. It considers helping family members an essential part of its mission. A Benton County hospice nurse is on call 24 hours a day, every day of the year, to handle any questions or problems a hospice patient or family may have. Hospice care is for people who have a life expectancy of 6 months or less if the disease runs its normal course, and have chosen comfort care rather than curative care. Hospice requires all patients to have a caregiver. This person can be a family member, a friend, or a neighbor. The patient can continue to live at home as long as being alone does not compromise the patient's safety and well-being. One of the most common fears of patients is the fear of dying alone. Hospice services are reimbursed under Medicare, Medicaid, and private insurance companies. Donations and memorials are also received to offset costs of those who have no insurance resources. For additional information, to learn more about hospice services, please call the health department at 660-438-2876. That concludes our first podcast. We're happy that you could join us today, and we hope that you'll stay tuned for future podcasts because we're going to give you a lot more information about the health department, and we're going to introduce you to a variety of people in the health department so that if you have need of the services, you'll be able to associate a name and a face. And so for now, we're going to say goodbye and look forward to seeing us in the next few weeks with our second podcast. And I believe the second one's going to be on our physical therapy, occupational therapy, speech therapy services available at the health department. So stay tuned.